La la la. Happy. What's today? Tuesday? Shit, it's only Tuesday? Is it really only Tuesday? Wait, I don't even know. Yes. Oh my god. It's Tuesday. And I'm feeling fine. Oh my god, I have a hangover. Let me tell you why I'm hungover. I know. In fact, No will understand why I'm hungover. And butterflies will understand why I'm hungover. GP, good morning, my darling. Oh, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Carrie, good morning. Good morning. I did a lot of trolling this weekend. No knows. No saw me. Butterflies probably saw a little bit. I feel like hungover. I literally feel hungover from trolling people. and I think I have an explanation. You see, back in the hi Carla, hi Lee. Oh, hi Lee. Good morning. Back in the day, during the during the convoy, you have to understand what my experience was like. You know, my experience was the minute I went into a chud chat and said something challenging, which of course was, their right to ban me. But what they would do is ban me immediately and not just like time me out. No, I would be banned from the channel. So like by March of 22, I was blocked in all of the chud chats. Literally. Like I never got to not that I'm saying sad in chud chat. I'm not sad, but I'm kind of I sowed my wild oats this weekend. They really disliked me. Yeah, which they disliked all of us, right? I mean, but I was always a pain in the ass and it would be easy to ban me, frankly. I'm easy to ban. I get it. But I kind of made up for it this weekend with trolling some assholes. It's just amazing to me that it's hilarious that I know intelligent women are total kryptonite. I'm sorry, they're just so easy. Come on. They're so easy. Jesus Christ. They're chomping. Anyway, I don't know. You have to be there, but I'm glad you weren't. Let's put it that way. Carla's a narc. Chuddy, blame. Oh, Carla, you're so right. Chuddy, blame. Oh, yeah, they're face-eating leopards, man. They're all eating each other. I don't have to do anything. They're actually eating each other alive. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm kind of dumb. I know. Max, please don't keep your resolution. I went hog wild the first few days of January. I'm going to keep to myself now. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to stick to my lane. I'm not a great troll. I'm not the best troll. There are far better trolls than I am. So I should defer to the experts. But oh my God, they are so fucking stupid and they do the dumbest things. It was awful when you were suspended from Twitter in the free Lolo again eras. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Max isn't playing around. No, Max is not playing around. She's like, I'm done with you guys. And when I say I'm done, I mean a bitch is done. And I admire that. I admire that very much. But yeah, it was a hard weekend because it was January 6th, and that just brings out not all of them, not all the losers came out on January 6th. Actually, a couple of them seemed to stay home, which was, whatever. I know, I go in for the kill. I know, and really, what am I expecting? I actually understand that. I understand the sentiment of, I would ban me, right? If someone came into my chat and tried to just fuck it up, I would ban them. So it's fine. I'm fine with it. But when I do get my chance, thank you, Charlie, for giving me a wrench. When I do get my chance and you come at me, I'm going to come double barrel for you, baby. Cuz you're just not going to know. You cannot have like, I'm sorry. Can I just be a little egotistical for 1 second? A little non-shallow. It is so easy to argue with the chuds because they absolutely don't know how the fuck to have those conversations. And they get all panicky and they call me an old lady. Let's see what else. Oh, someone called me fat last night. Someone called me uh Buffalo Spence fry. I was having so much fun, GP. But and I had fun this weekend. I mean, no, I didn't, because a couple situations were absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? These people are absolutely ridiculous. So whatever. I have a feeling that shit happens all the time. Oh, with oh yeah, that's who it is. That's Fry. Oh my god, that guy is so fucking annoying and stupid. This guy is a flat earther. He believes in he tells everybody to drink salt water, like salt. I mean, mostly salt when they're not feeling well. Um, he's a prepper. He's whatever. He's an idiot. And he really thinks his shit doesn't stink. Well, let me tell you. I'm here to remind you. You're nothing. I mean, no, I'm just going to tell you, no. The men on the other side of this, and I include all the imbeciles, all of the imbeciles. Yeah, drinking salt water is stupid. I don't want to be energetically connected, but I'll still do a quick troll. You should, Max, because they need it. Okay, there's like there's also a whole new breed of them, unfortunately. Does he have the bug out bag? Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah, he's ready to go. Oh no, he thinks no, anyway, I don't want to talk about him, but anyway, it was just there's a bunch of characters. His house is full of monitors. I know. For what? For what? I did trick Jericho into saying I did trick Jericho into saying pray for Trump, Psalm 109:8. Very good, Max. Very good. It sends Hoarder. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. God, Fry. What an idiot. Anyway. And all these old characters getting rejuvenated. I can't even believe it. I'm like, what? Where the fuck did you come from? I thought you were dead. Anyway. Whatever. Oh my god, I think it's funny. I know, it's Buffalo Bill. Anyway, we're just talking about idiots that were associated somehow with the convoy. I guess we're in that list of characters too. But the men who try to troll me are just so stupid. Like literally, one of them is like a really big. I thought you moved to Russia. Oh, Val, good morning. It's okay. I wasn't awake this morning either. I really wasn't. I was really done. Anyways, it was fun. I probably kicked a couple hornets' nests, but they're only chuds. And one of them stalks. Like, well, no, a few of them stalk. But one of them I found out, like he, this guy came to the lounge on Saturday, you guys. And at the last minute, I have a chud hangover. Yeah. And the last minute, I easily, wait, what was I saying this weekend? What was it? Oh, shoot. I can't remember now. Troll hangover. Oh, AMC. Anyway, so this guy who has been around the convoy a long time, like I think he hung out in Doe or something. I don't even remember where he came from. Anyway, he's a chud. and he's probably a grandpa. I think he's old. I don't know. And I can say that because I'm old, so he's probably younger than me. But anyway, he came into our chat on Lounge Saturday, you guys, this chud. And at the last minute, when we were all saying goodbye to each other, he typed in chow, CHOW. Now, one might think that that's a veiled reference to me being a dog. I don't know. That's one possible interpretation. My interpretation is slightly different, though. My interpretation is that chud was so lonely and so jealous, he was literally window licking the lounge the entire Saturday night until the last minute when we were saying goodbye and it was safe for him to expose himself. And then he came out with chow. And I think what that means is he didn't know how to spell chow. So he did the best he could to try and fit in with my friends, and it failed. So I know, AMC, I know you're lonely. I know you're looking for a community. I know you've been kicked out of a number of chud communities recently, which must be very embarrassing for you. So I'm sorry that you don't feel that you're ready for the lounge. I will tell you you're not, because you're a bigot and a transphobe and a fuckwad. So you can go fuck yourself and jump off a cliff. So I don't know. No, I don't think it's bullets. I think they're two different people. No, there's two different people. No, he's been quiet, Neil, because he's been a sub chud, and now he doesn't have a home, so he's like going around poking people and pulling their pigtails, so they'll notice him, and they'll put him in his home. Yeah, they're two different people. Well, yes, and I'm kind of making fun of him, Val, in a way. So I'm using this to make fun of him in a way I might normally not. But he makes choices that are quite serious about talking about trans people and other things. So guess what? You're going to get all the barrels of it, AMC. And I'm sorry that you're not man enough to be part of my chat. But you never will be. So suck it up, Buttercup. Because nobody fucking cares, Grandpa. And if your grandchildren knew what you engage in and the way you speak to women, wow. I wonder who else in your community would be interested to know how you treat women on the internet. You guys better watch it, okay? Because you actually are on the wrong side of most things. And all that needs is a little daylight. So watch it. Last night, AMC said, "You're on my radar, Lolo." And I thought to myself, now what does that mean? So watch your radar. Because you never know where I might be. Anyway, yeah, just another man thinking he can threaten women and that somehow is whatever. Yeah, he's a stalker. They all are. They're all stalkers. Yeah, that's because that's the only way they get any attention from women. Hello. The only way they get attention from women is to stalk them and try and make them uncomfortable and say things that are really vile. And that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, you miss a lot if you miss the first 10 minutes. No, I'm just complaining about chuds. I'm done now. But I'll tell you right now I have some new food to play with. Yee! I like food. Oh, my eyes watering this morning. Anyway, Trump mania making the Trumpanzees Trump fuck out. That's okay. I'm going to wait for the tears that come, because they will come. When AMC has some of his benefits cut off or something, I don't know, like everybody's going to hurt, and I don't want anyone to hurt. But unfortunately, the people who want lots of people to hurt, they're the ones in charge. So, sorry, I'm just here. I voted for the lady that was going to give us lower drug prices. I voted for lower drug prices. I don't know what you voted for. Lower drug prices and democracy. All right. Anyway, enough of that. But it was fun. It was fun, and I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little shallow. But also, I pointed out some stuff this weekend that was really dangerous and frankly pissed me off a lot. So, I try to troll with some discretion. I actually don't troll half as much as I could. Trust me, babies. I could troll like motherfucker all day long if I wanted to, but I just won't. Carla should go full ninja on AMC. No, he's like an elderly gentleman. I don't even know how old he is. He's probably younger than me. They all end up being fucking younger than me. You know what I mean? They always end up being younger than me. So I have no fucks. I have zero. I have actual Nazis who come after me. Are you kidding me? Some old chud sitting in a Lazy Boy knockoff somewhere, drinking a Mountain Dew. Give me a break. Are you kidding me? Can AMC get a fucking plane ticket? What? With what? To what end? To what end? I always wanted to ask that of the guys that wanted to punch me in the face, like Brett and Jeff and all these guys. If you want to punch me in the face so bad, like, what are you going to expect? What's going to happen after that? You're going to catch a case to punch an old lady in the face? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, whatever. Anyway, that's my troll morning. It's troll morning. Yeah, very fitting, Max. Google Psalm 109, 819. I'm not familiar. Wait a minute. I've got to do it. Anyway, I had fun this weekend, and I'm sorry, and I probably won't keep doing it because I felt hungover after I did it, and I should probably just stop it. Oh my God, they're all pathetic and lonely. Oh, GP, you've nailed it. You have nailed it. Verse 8. Okay, here we go. All right. Psalm 109, verse 8 states, "Let his days be few, and let another take his office." Essentially asking that the enemy's life is short and someone else take his position in power. Daisy hates me. I don't even know why she hates me. I mean, I point out how horrible a racist she is, but I don't do anything else. I don't even go into her chat. Let's see. Here we go. Wait. Oof. I know. All right, wait. Psalm 108, 8 to 19. Wait, here we go. Here we go. They hate you because you're beautiful and intelligent. That's right. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why they hate me because I'm going to die soon, so who cares? They won and they're still so agitated. Oh my God, they're absolutely apoplectic. It's kind of funny. Okay, here we go. This is for the chuds. Psalm 109, 8 to 19 is a passage in the Bible. Okay, here we go. Verse 8. May his days be few. May another take his place of leadership. May his children be fatherless and his wife a widow. Max. May his children be wandering beggars. May they be driven from their ruined homes. This is serious. This is some serious. Oh, the Christians are so Christian. Yeah, that's all. Hey, butterflies, that's all I try to do. I do try to just stick to the truth, but it's never gotten me very far. Okay, here we go. May a creditor May a creditor seize all he has. May strangers plunder the fruits of his labor. Jiminy Crickets. Pray for Trump. Psalm 109. That's right. Amen. That's good, Max. May no one... This is like Rudy. This is about Rudy, actually. May no one extend kindness to him or take pity on his fatherless children. May his descendants be cut off, their names blotted out from the next generation. Jesus Christ. Hi, Teresa. Good morning, darling. We're having church this morning. May the iniquity of his fathers be remembered before the Lord. May the sin of his mother never be blotted out. This is such a biblical fuck you. Oh my ramen. Let's see. May their sins always remain before the Lord, and and that he may blot out their names from the earth. Oh shit. These guys are rough. These Christians, don't fuck with them, man. They're gonna write a very sternly worded letter. I just kind of, here's my final thought for the Chuds, and then I'll move on. My final thought for the Chuds is, do you actually think your family members would be proud of the way you speak to women and speak about other people and speak about just other people in the world? Whether you're being transphobic or just bigoted or racist or whatever it is that you don't want to be called, and yet we call you that because you exhibit those behaviors. And you don't get to determine whether or not you're the racist. That's something that is observed. That comes from outside. People observe that of you. You may not feel like you're a racist or a bigot or a transphobe or any of those things. But the problem is that's not the point. The point is what people see and hear when they're around you and how you act. So if you act like a racist or a bigot or a transphobe, then it is likely you will be called out as such. And that's not our fault. That's your choice. And when we observe you doing that, there's no other conclusion to draw other than you have a racist worldview and you think some people are less than because of who they are. And that, my friends, is what makes you a bigot. So I'm sorry if you're offended by those words, but those words are used because what? Yeah, whatever. We use those words because that's what we use to describe. We describe you. So. No, anti-fascist, I don't watch any of that. I don't really care. Those are performative, and I don't go in for performative. So I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really care about her. I don't care about any of them, frankly. I think actions speak louder than words. And my actions are pretty damn straight. My actions try to help people, and that's pretty much it. I understand there are people who don't like my friends, don't like me because of my friends. That's weird and not real. So there's got to be a reason behind it, but I don't know what it is. So, whatever. I'm going to take her name out of this because I don't want anybody's name in this. I don't give a shit about her or anybody else, frankly. Hold on, let me sign into chat. Anyway, yeah, I think people need to spend time helping other people and worried about that stuff and not worrying about the other stuff. But yeah, I don't watch any of that side of this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about the crazy thing, calling me crazy and all this stuff, a couple of them do that used to be friends of mine. They call me crazy. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I have a mental illness. I'm diagnosed. I'm on medicine for my mental illness. I've had extreme lows. So yeah, I probably am in a definition crazy, but I'm also kind. And I'm also here to do something that is just trying to present information. And if you don't like it, well, there's a mute button. Go away. Yeah, they think this is the line that Taylor, frankly, and others are pushing, is because they know I suffer from a mental illness. They know I had an attempted sexual assault in 2019 that drove me over the edge. They know all that. That's why they use it. It's called Darvo. So you can look it up. That's why they use it. They're trained in it. So they know how to do this. So I don't care. That's what that means to me. That means that you're willing to look at someone, you know their private experiences, right? You know what their private experience is. And you use that to somehow try and shame them or make them less than. And I don't do that. Right now I look at them and I just think that's kind of pathetic and I'm whatever. But it doesn't affect me. Because I believe Jim about what? About the fact that Mike Flynn has what? I don't get it. Like are they standing up for Mike Flynn? I don't get it. So you see all of this I've been through this for years now. Who's the chat that's bringing this up? Don't do that. Waste of time. You're right. I'm sorry. It's me. It's me. Yeah, they don't deserve the time. Anyway, thank you for putting up with me, but I was talking more about chuds. I don't care about those people. I don't know what their problem is. They can do them. I don't have time. So no, I didn't hear any of that about her, and I don't really care. I know it is hard to be diplomatic, but and butterflies and no kind of know these folks and know what's happening in chats. You know what? Don't worry about standing up for me either, butterflies. I don't care. These people are making shit up just because they have nothing else in their lives. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I know who I am. I know who my friends are, and I certainly know who they are. So I don't really care. She don't. Anyway, but yes, thank you, gal. Thank you, gal. Yeah, butterflies. It's hard to be diplomatic. Oh, I know. There's no diplomacy. But anyway, thank you, butterflies. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm very open and real about who I am and what I've been through. So, like, yeah, exactly. We'll learn and do other things. So there you go. You know what? Everybody go in peace. That's what I say. That's actually my true attitude about this. Just go in peace. Go in peace and figure yourself out. All right. I'll do the same. I'll try and go figure myself out. But life is too short. It's just too short. There's a lot of death around me right now. I've got a lot of people struggling that might not make it. And I'm focused on those people. And maybe they should focus on people in their lives too that need them more than they need this. Because I've got that. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. I've got tons of stories. Tons of stories. Tons of stories. Yeah. Go in pieces. Go in peace or go in pieces. No, go in peace. Yeah, I know. I know, butterflies. I know. You got a big heart. You have a big heart. That's why. All right. All righty. Well, I had some things, stories and stories. There's no stories. There's actually 0 stories. What you just saw is what is all that's happening in here. Okay, let's see. Trump wants. I have this. That's almost the final tagline of a Van Damme movie. I come in peace. Dimple's giving us the stink eye. He is. He's very upset. Just leave him alone. Leave him alone. Well, okay, so I want to... Did we watch this? Oh, no, we did watch that. Damn it. Damn it. I thought we didn't watch that. Let's see. Where... Oh, wait. Let me look at... Trump's sentencing also has him... Hi, Iggy! Oh, no, GP, I'm so sorry. Oh, babe, I'm so sorry. Oh, telling you. This, the life is people, all right? Life is people. Stop being mean. Just focus on the people around you. This year is tough enough already. 6 days in, 7 days in. Look around. Make sure you're taking care of your kids, your family, people around you. That's what matters. That's what matters. None of this matters. That matters. God, get a grip on yourselves. Jesus. Get a fucking grip on yourselves. Okay, let's see what is happening today. President Trump's going to give a what now? Oh, man. Oh, man. He's going to give a what now? A who's it?
President Trump behind.
A what's it? Damn. Let's see. What? There it is. There it is. I gotta really smoke some weed. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing here? No. Speaker Johnson, but where is he? Where's Mike's Little Johnson? Where'd he go? Mike's Little Johnson is missing. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can read something first. That's weird. You know, it's been a minute, but we never saw your Halloween costume. Oh my God, that's right. Meta is getting rid of fact checkers. Zuckerberg acknowledged more harmful content will appear on the platform. Paulina. Good morning, Paulina. All right, let's not. I don't need any. I don't need fucking weird ass alts in here. Okay, so we're not doing that. Don't pick on people in my chat. That's fucking weird. Okay, just don't do it. That's not how I roll. I don't roll like that. Okay, so take your fucking alt and get the fuck out of here. I'll do it for you. Just a second. Let me do it. Let me do it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go ahead and remove that person. Hide user. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you. Yeah, and I took care of it. Anyway. Yeah, don't fucking bring me into anything. I'm not part of it, okay? I'm not part of it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. You don't understand. You're the child. I don't care. Just fucking let her be. I don't give a shit about those people. They're meaningless. Yikes. Stupid. Okay. That's not how I roll. That's not how I troll. I troll with facts, babe. I just troll with facts. Yeah, fuck that shit. Don't fuck that. Don't fucking do that in here. I'm not that. I'm not about that. I don't go after people like that. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, wait. Where's my bookmarks? Where's my bookmarks? Yeah, it is in the place. Yeah, just move on. Find another place to do that. Let's see here. Where's my bookie marks? Open your side panel. Good. A few people in 5'8" are trying to make a name for themselves. What? Are you kidding me? Hi, Neil. What's going on with people? Can't they just enjoy entertainment at this point? Yeah, I don't fuck with people like that. Leave people alone. If you want to listen, if you want to attack someone, attack them on the substance of what they're saying. All right? Attack the substance of what they're saying. You don't need to attack anybody's physical appearance or personality or whatever it is. You can attack what they say. Oh, don't worry about it, Paul. It's just nothing. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, wait, what's this? I have all these things I lined up. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and read this since it's J6 related. Hold on. No. Thank you. All right. They have to ruin anything. I know. Well, and everybody needs to, like, pick me. You know, that's fine. That happens. People are always like that. They need attention for something. And even if it's bad attention, right? Okay, so this one is one I pulled up. I know, it's kind of depressing just to think about January 6th anymore, frankly. But here we are. The DOJ, 200 January 6 cases pending as Trump prepares to retake office. It's the first time prosecutors have estimated how many uncharged Jan 6 cases remain. Oh, that's interesting. So there's only two. That's Kyle. Federal prosecutors are weighing charging as many as 200 more people for their involvement in the January 6 attack on the Capitol, including 60 suspected of assaulting or impeding police officers during the riot that nearly derailed the transfer of power from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. The new figures released by the Justice Department Monday reveal for the first time how many cases prosecutors believe are pending as Trump prepares to take office and threatens to unravel the massive 4-year probe. About 1,583 people have faced federal charges for their role in the attack, including more than 600 facing felony charges for assaulting or resisting police during the chaos. Though the Justice Department has released monthly statistics on the Jan 6 probe, the largest federal prosecution in history, according to DOJ leaders, Monday's figures are the first time prosecutors have estimated how many uncharged cases remain. It's a signal flared to Trump, who has indicated he expects to pardon many people involved in the attack, but has repeatedly mischaracterized the status of the cases. Because that's oh my God. And why does he continue to mischaracterize the cases and the people? Why? Where did we hear it before? We heard it from him, you all. We heard it from the chuds. And that's because people like Steve Bannon and others in the right-wing messaging machine were successful in planting that message in people's heads. Exactly. Start at the bottom, right? So there they go. Yeah, start at the bottom and work their way up was a stupid plan. I agree. And I still have problems with the Justice Department not doing that. Oh, I absolutely love this. Wait, we need this. We need this laugh very much. Hold on. This is Gal's favorite video from the 6th. Oh my God, Gal, that was absolutely needed. That was the best one. J6 has never felt so relatable. Oh my God, that's funny. All right. Okay, about 180 January 6 defendants have faced charges for carrying a dangerous weapon on Capitol grounds. Another 153 have faced charges for destruction of government property. Prosecutors also emphasize that what they say is their restraint in deciding which defendants to charge. Can you imagine how embarrassing it is to be in a J6 meme? Little do they know that's what they always look like. You could put like fucking game show music to any of these dudes and it would be hilarious. Okay. Actually, we should do like a mashup. That would be funny. Oh, you DM'd Elizabeth from Kentucky that got maced? Wait, who's Elizabeth? Who's Elizabeth from Kentucky? Wait. Oh, she's a... Oh. Who's Elizabeth from Kentucky? Okay. Oh, they've largely opted against charging people who trespassed on Capitol grounds but didn't enter the building, and the Justice Department said that discretion has led them to decline about 400 cases presented for potential prosecution by the FBI. Because of the exercise of this prosecutorial discretion, the typical charged January 6 rioter committed multiple federal crimes, prosecutors indicated in the update. The new figures also highlight how many pending cases Trump will inherit. Though about 1,100 defendants have been convicted and reached sentencing, including 700 who have completed jail sentences or received no incarceration at all, Another 300 charged cases have not yet reached trial or a guilty plea, including about 180 facing felony charges. Trump has rooted his pardon pledge in a claim about the status of defendants held in Washington, D.C.'s jail, which he's argued is unsafe. But the Justice Department indicated that just 10 January 6 defendants, including 8 awaiting trial but detained because of other exacerbating factors, remain in the D.C. jail. So there you go. And then I said hello. And then I said hello to our bookie marks. And I said, what do I want to read? There's this. Oh, this came from our, I think I got this from, I'm sure I got it from, there's this too, George Soros. Let me see, what else? Oh, actually, I want to read this. Okay. All right. This is an independent piece. The fintech company that collapsed. Oh my God, everybody. Weird. Not now. Fintech. Elizabeth from J6. I couldn't find the auto-tune one. Oh. Gal, I've decided that the only thing to do now is find ways to laugh at how dumb 2025 is and how unreal this dumb timeline is. Yeah, I agree with that. I always felt that if the insurrectionists were Muslim, we would have had it much harsher. Yeah. Well, look at the people who are still sitting in fucking, whatever, Guantanamo. That's ridiculous. Oh, 4 years ago tonight, no one in the room where this happened thought to themselves, someone's grandpa seems to have escaped the facility. Oh, no.
You all know that that attack on the Capitol was done by Antifa, but it was enabled by McConnell, by Schumer, by Pelosi, and the mayor. They knew that was coming. You've all been up there. There were hardly any security police there, and they moved in, and Antifa did their thing, and then the media picked it up. I worked for Fox for almost 17 years. It's disgraceful what they're doing. And unfortunately, Rupert is driving that with his sons, and they have now merged with the rest of the mainstream media.
What?
This is serious. This is expanding. We cannot let it happen. We don't have 4 years.
Get Grandpa.
As Hong Kong is seeing, we do not have time.
Which one is that?
You all know that.
Which one is that? I can't even recognize who he is. Is he dead yet? He needs to see someone about his nose. He needs to stop drinking. That's what needs to happen. I've always felt the yes, exactly. I agree with that. Antifa, as if it rhymes with Antigua. Antifa. Look at this, Tina. I love Tina. I can still hear the solar winds of insurrection. You're funny, Tina. Oh, that's McHenry's hammer and scorecard. Okay. Joe Biden won 2020. Why would Dems protest? I don't know. Because that's what they do. It's a feature, not a bug. Okay. Right. Da. Oops, what was I reading? Oh yeah, the fintech company. That's what I want to read. Okay. The fintech company that collapsed and took $90 million of people's life savings with it. Oh wait, did you see the Matt Gaetz one? No, wait, where is that? Oh, wait. Is this? Oh, no, that's the same one.
You all know that it was.
Damn. Hold on. Oh, no, that's. Oh, shit. Nope. Nope. Wait, where's that one? Wait, did I miss one? Oh, wait, here we go. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Freedom is important. You've probably heard about ivermectin, the medication that has been making the waves for years and helping so many during COVID. But let's be honest, finding a reliable source to get it, that's not as easy as it should be. That's why I want to tell you about All Family Pharmacy. They're making it simple and straightforward to get ivermectin. Their ivermectin is made right here in the USA,
right?
Not imported from India or China. It's high quality, American made, and backed by a pharmacy that takes care of everything. Here's the reality. Medical freedom
I think
is
it probably
important.
was playing.
You've probably heard about ivermectin, the medication that has been making the wave.
Okay. Thank you for hawking. Use Matt 10 to get 10% off your horse dewormer. That's right. Last night. It should be easy as get to as cocaine. Lose your family pharmacy. Oh, yeah, he does have the nose, doesn't he? Oh, my God. What does Tina say? Only $3 per pill. What a deal. ED meds, all family pharmacy.
For years and helping so many during COVID, but let's be honest.
Shush. Chris, false medical claims may lead to death. There used to be laws against it. Oh my, your Matt Gaetz clip, I just shared it. That was so good. Wait a minute. How low people have fallen. I know. I don't even get it. Only $3 a pill. As usual, insert your ivermectin anally. Oh my God, it cracks me up. It cracks me up. And with a glow stick. The almost Attorney General, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. There he is. Botox boy. When Botox goes wrong. Okay, I'm gonna read this goddamn article about fintech. Oh God. Oh wait. Oh my God. What kind of gooey interface is this? All right. Here we go. Cover your glow stick with ivermectin and insert. Oh, that's what we could do. You could send people a pot of stuff to dip their glow stick in and then insert. There you go. All right, there you go. That's right, Gal. That was an excellent contribution. We deeply appreciate that. And now we have all kinds of business ideas for Matt that we're going to be sending to him, because I really think he needs to do dippable glow sticks. You know, like dip and stick. What is those? Those candies. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop. I haven't even had any weed yet. Let's not talk about my contributions. I know, Gal. I think it is. This is what this is about. This is about laughing at big people. I don't give a shit about the small people. I care about the big people. Can they make glow sticks that do the ultraviolet? You know, actually, now why couldn't that work? Because that would be a good way to get the UV inside. And then how about in pill form? You could make glowable pills so you knew where it was. There you go. Or it could explode into UV light when it hits your colon. Can you imagine people walking around? I know this wouldn't happen, but can you imagine, you know, when you put like a light up to your thumb and you can pretend that you can see like the veins or something, like you can see through your skin, you know? Like, what if people had like glowable ivermectin shit that explodes inside and then basically their abdomen glows for about 3 hours? So everybody's walking around with like fucking fireflies with their stomachs distended and glowing in the dark. Oh, you took the new ivermectin, didn't you? Okay, I gotta stop. That's so silly. All right, hold on. Everybody relax. Everybody fucking relax. I know we are nasty, Paul J. It's true. We like to talk about butts, okay? Like Care Bears. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Care Bears. Yes, Carrie. That's the ticket. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you. God, finally somebody understands me. Thousands of everyday investors who used banking apps to gamify personal finance have been left with mere pennies after a fintech company collapsed earlier this year. I've never had COVID, though I wouldn't take a horse dewormer. Yeah, GP, you're smart enough to know that. Fuck your feelings, bears. Oh my God. Oh, I see a parody coming. I really do. I wish I was a better graphic artist, but I would definitely make a commercial for the newest Care Bear. Chud Care. The Chud Care Bear. All right. The collapse and bankruptcy of fintech middleman Synapse in May has left more than 100,000 Americans locked out of a collective $90 million of their own money, prompting, thank you. Fuck your feelings, Bear. Yes, Cal, yes. The collapse and bankruptcy of fintech middleman Synapse in May has left more than 100,000 Americans locked out of a collective $90 million of their own money, prompting a class action lawsuit. That's right, I'm reading it twice. One of those customers, Kayla Morris, a former school teacher from Texas who was saving money to buy a larger home for her growing family. Yep, that's a chud there. They've got that glow. Don't care, bears. I don't care, Bear. Oh my God. When she and her husband sold their home in 2023, they took their earnings, $282,000, and deposited it into fintech app Yoda, where they believed their money would be safe. Really? Do you want to know why I know it wouldn't be safe in there? Oh my God. You people and your fucking apps. You're so goddamn dumb. Cocaine Bear is a fuck your feelings bear. My town would be visible from space. Yada. What? That's so dumb. Oh, good. Oh, I should check that. I have so much to check. You guys, you might as well just grab some more coffee because it's going to be a minute. Oh. And everybody just calm down. Everybody just calm down. You haven't read it yet, but it bothered you? Okay. Yikes. Buy a glowworm. All right. One of those customers was Kayla Morris, a former school teacher from Texas, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, well, she learned it wasn't. After the Synapse collapse, Evolve Bank and Trust worked to return the money tied up in a complicated ledger mishaps back to the customers, but Morris was left wanting. We were informed last Monday that Evolve was only going to pay us $500 out of the $280,000. What? Morris said during a court hearing, according to NBC, it's just devastating. Her situation wasn't not unique. Zach Jacobs, who had $94,000 deposited, said he was getting less than $130 back. Yeah, a complicated ledger mishap. Morris, Jacobs, and other customers affected by the downfall of Synapse likely had never heard of the company before May 11th. They used apps like Yada or Juno, banking apps that were not banks, but gamified personal investment platforms, which in turn relied on Synapse's services. In April, approximately $265 million of users' money was tied up in the end of Synapse. Since then, some $90 million is still unaccounted for. But that's not the worst part. Not only are the users locked out of their funds, but due to alleged improper ledger keeping on Synapse's end, it's unclear exactly how all of those funds should be distributed. Oh, this is a fucking mess. How did a fintech middleman end up in the center of this level of monetary chaos? Synapse was founded in 2014 and was backed by venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, which is fucking Mark Andreessen, who is a fucking maggot. The company's aim was to provide fintech companies like Juno or Yada with a means of providing banking services despite not holding banking licenses. I think in the biz we call that a workaround, and it should be illegal. Fintech platforms that don't have banking licenses aren't protected by the FDIC. Let me say that again. Fintech platforms that don't have banking licenses are not protected by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. If a major U.S. bank fails, the customers who keep their money with the bank aren't left holding an empty bag. The FDIC will reimburse them up to $250,000 per depositor per banking institution. As a result, fintech companies typically need to partner with FDIC-insured banks to hold their customers' money in special accounts that give the companies ability to manage those funds. That also means that fintech companies need a middleman to perform bookkeeping tasks and maintain their ledgers. This is where Synapse entered the picture. Oh no, here we go. Hold on just a minute. Breaking news. Breaking news. Excuse me. Coffee must be kicking in. Oh, wait, and I want to pull up this one too, because we'll read this too. But let me go here. All right. Oh. All right, Justin. Jack Smith says A.G. Garland has not decided whether to release his reports to the public and won't do so before January 10th at the earliest. Merrick Garland, get your fucking ass in gear and fucking release those reports. You work for us. I'm so done. I'm so done. I know I've held back too, Iggy, and I'm done holding back because you're going to have to explain to me why this isn't happening, why everybody gets away with shit. I need to know. I need to know. Oh, also for the chat, please listen to this when you can. Oh, here's a episode, a podcast episode Gal dropped in the link. I'll pull it up just so people can see it too. Boy, I really believe that guy's Auschwitz tears at the confirmation. Yeah. Didn't you? I believed him too. Yeah, I believed him too. I just don't know how you don't arrest any of the planners. Where is the FBI report? Where? The Joel Greenberg's victim's wife, Erin, she's incredible, an actress and screenwriter. Oh, cool. Iggy, remember when he talked about, Merrick Garland talked about his family's history in the Holocaust? Ugh. Just in, Jack Smith says A.G. Garland has not decided whether to release his reports to the public and won't do so before January 10th at the earliest. This is so fucking... Why is this okay? Why is this okay? Why? Why don't we get to know and make informed decisions about who is in our political sphere? I need to know which Congress people were engaged in this. And then I can make a decision. If you're not going to arrest them or something, that's whatever. That's your job. But at this point, I want to know all the information so that I can just make informed decisions. That's why I want to know. And that's what I think the people in this country deserve, is that if we're going to be making decisions about who's leading us, whether it's on the local level or on the state or on the national, you need to have a complete picture of what you're working with. Yeah, who needs Bill Barr when you have Merrick Garland? I mean, I'm so disappointed. I don't get it. And it's fine. You know, I understand if there are circumstances that within a discipline, right, like the Justice Department, law, I don't know all the things, right? But I don't understand how you have such a clearly documented situation and the planners of it just completely walk away unscathed. Oh, and in one case, they're the fucking head of the country. What? What? Wow. I don't know, butterflies. I don't even think that's the point. I think that Biden didn't think there was anything wrong with what Garland was doing. I think they're so fucking tied and twisted into these norms and conventions that they even are willing to let other people go. Biden is willing to let this pass into the night. They don't care. They're trying to protect each other. And I get that. I mean, that happens, but we've got to break that. We've got to break that norm that powerful people protect each other. That's not the way it should work. So there's that. But Smith won't send his classified docs report to Garland before this afternoon at 1. So this is from Nauta and De Oliveira. Those clients have filed an emergency motion to preclude the government from issuing a purported special counsel report contravening this court's dismissal order and prejudicing defendants' pretrial rights. Special counsel's office is working to finalize a 2-volume confidential report to the Attorney General explaining the special counsel's prosecution decisions. The Attorney General would decide whether any of the portions of the report should be released to the public. 1 volume of the report pertains to this case. The Attorney General has not yet determined how to handle the report volume pertaining to this case, about which the parties were conferring at the time the defendants filed their motion, but the department can commit that the Attorney General will not release that volume to the public if he does it all before Friday, January 10th at 10 a.m. Special counsel will not transmit the volume to the Attorney General before 1 p.m. What about our rights? Yeah, what are our rights? As a plebe, I would like to see presidential crimes against the Constitution take the express route through the courts. Yeah, I'm fine with giving that shit priority. I'm fine with that. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Trump is preparing. Oh my gosh, my nose. My nose is running. I must be crying. I must be crying. No, I'm not. Hi, Jim. Why would anyone hire a member of the Federalist Society as Attorney General? Well, I don't know. I used to think that was a little more pro forma, but apparently it might actually be a little more important than we thought. I don't know. Will we get other volume? I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What does it mean it will never be? Whatever. Yeah. Sure. Okay, let me see what else this says. Trump is preparing to formally intervene in the effort to block Jack Smith's report, his co-defendants say, and they're asking the 10th Circuit to send the case back to Cannon so she can rule on it. Defendants will notify the court. Relatedly, under U.S. v. Ellsworth, this court may now relinquish jurisdiction to the district court that further proceedings may take place in the interest of judicial economy and avoid the duplication of judicial effort. Hence, defendants further move to remand to the district court for consideration of whether the disqualified special counsel may lawfully transmit the final report. There you go. We don't even think he should be able to fucking transmit it. And if so, what material in the final report must be protected, at the very least, while the criminal case is pending? Defendants' requested ruling date is January 10th to prevent irreparable harm from the anticipated action by the disqualified special counsel. Yeah, I agree with that outspoken. Why did they did release it to the Trump campaign. We will never get information. I agree. Oh my God, it's all going to be burned. We have to create historical records, even in our own little unique ways. Okay? We just have to. Leak to ProPublica. Yes. Yes. Please. God damn. What the hell is right, butterflies? My God. Okay. All right. The Jan 6 rioters, 4 years later. There you go. Hundreds of rioters accused of nonviolent crimes during the attack on the Capitol have wrapped up their cases. Here's what some of their lives look like now. Your friends can read this for free. All right, here we go. They have played our court system like a violin. Yeah, I mean, Roger Stone, Steve Bannon, Mike Flynn, Ivan Raiklin, Alex Jones, Boone Cutler, Ali Alexander. Not a one of them have been in court for this. Not a fucking one of them. Not a fucking one. Kenneth Cheesebro is sitting at the bar in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Rudy's the only one having any real trouble. I don't know where Ali is. I think he's in hiding because of the sexting he's done with children. So I think he's in hiding. But none of those people, think about it, literally none of those people have even passed by a courtroom. And for those that did, nothing happened. Nothing. They don't have to, no, nothing. John Eastman got disbarred, and now he's got a movie made about him, and he's being feted at Mar-a-Flarto. So, I'm sorry. It looks to me like, Merrick Garland, that they won. And the insurgency worked. Because in a few days, we're going to have a really shitty motherfucking administration. Good job, everybody. Good job. Ali got in trouble. Yes, he did. He did. He is probably a very bad man, I would imagine. I just want to read this quick Greg piece, and then I'll go back to the big article. I love you, Greg. Musk acquired Tesla. The cars explode. He acquired SpaceX. The rockets explode. He acquired Twitter. The stock price explodes. Now he's acquired the United States. You don't have to be a real genius to spot the pattern and extrapolate what's likely to happen next. Hell, even Elon could do it. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to read that after. Oh, I love it. I love you, Greg. Okay, here we go. Eastman is creepy old ballsack who was going to retire anyway. Right, exactly. And now he's like the darling. He made it. He existed without any blowback. Yeah, he lost his license, but what does he care? He's done. Now he can just be the elder statesman of insurrection. Yeah, they did win. They did. They won. And it's a cult of their choosing, right? The cult of their choosing is that they have these proclivities to a MAGA outlook on life. And so they found a home. So it's not that they were brainwashed. I mean, yes, some people might have been, but you might have proclivities towards that if you're being that brainwashed about it. In the past 4 years, nearly 1,600 people have been prosecuted in connection with the storming of the Capitol on January 6th. Yes, I know, and I'm about to get in front of Amazon Pictures down here, the Amazon Studios, and fucking say something about it. Some were accused of felonies like assault or seditious conspiracy and are still in prison, but hundreds charged with lesser crimes have wrapped up their cases and returned to their lives. January 6th was a turning point for everyone involved. In breaching the Capitol, a mob of Trump loyalists caused millions of dollars in damage, injured more than 140 police officers, and for the first time in American history, chased lawmakers away from their duty to certify a presidential election. The attack also prompted the largest single investigation the Justice Department has ever undertaken, leading to arrests in all 50 states. Ever since, the defendants have been held to account in Washington's federal courthouse, blocks away from the Capitol itself, for their roles in undermining a bedrock of democracy, the peaceful transfer of power. And yet, the Congress people who also did the same thing that these guys did are still in power. Are Bannon and Loomer still fighting with Musk, or did they come? Oh no, I think they're still fighting. Where's the pillow guy? Don't poppers get to play with the big boys? Yeah, no, he's there. Oh, he's around. Oh yeah, he was at the J6 pardon thing yesterday that Ivan was at and all that. Yeah, Yeah, he's part of that. Okay, I'm going to have to wait on that. Yeah. While some have come to regret their actions on that day, others do not. At best, they say they have seen the realities of the criminal justice system, becoming more sympathetic to the plights of others facing prosecution. At worst, they remain convinced that the system treated them unfairly, hardened by their brushes with the law. Where is Ted Nugent? Isn't he dead yet? The judges who have overseen Capitol riot cases have routinely pushed back on that idea. I've been shocked to watch some public figures try to rewrite history, claiming rioters behaved in an orderly fashion like ordinary tourists or martyrizing convicted January 6 defendants as political prisoners, or even incredibly hostages, Judge Roy C. Lamberth, a Reagan appointee, said in court last year. That is all preposterous. Still, President-elect Donald Trump has promised to pardon many, maybe most, of the rioters as soon as he takes office, and could shut down the broad investigation into the Capitol attack. Oh, could? Here's the experiences of some defendants accused of relatively minor crimes 4 years after January 6. Oh, Eric Clark? I know him. Oh, shit. He's a fucking... Oh, God. This might be a little too triggering. On January 6, Eric Clark was 3 years sober and more or less settled into a middle-class life as a machine operator in Louisville, Kentucky after battling homelessness and drug addiction. But the belief that Mr. Trump won the 2020 election led him to illegally enter the Capitol in a Guy Fawkes mask and refused to leave for nearly 30 minutes. Mr. Clark was sentenced to 5 months in prison, now 48. 48? Girl. Girl. You know, this makes him so dramatic. I've seen him on stream before. He's a fucking pig. So I love how New York Times cleans him up for this, but the man's a pig. I don't get it. But the belief that this is like canonizing these people. These are like canonizing. I know these people. Like, they're fucking ridiculous. They're not this. This guy has fucking talked about, oh my God, Jacob Chansley. I'm not reading about these guys. Few people are more visibly associated, whatever. Moving with the first wave, he left a threatening note. Yeah. Yet, like others who disrupted the election certification, he seeks to cast the 41-month sentence he received as an experiencing tyranny firsthand. Even after his release, he maintains January 6 was a setup by the government. Mr. Chansley said his day-to-day life in Phoenix creating art remains much the same. So they're all fucking, you know what? They're all, okay, they're all fucking, this is like making them heroes. I can't do it. I can't. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you shared it because it's fucking, oh, bye, Jane E. Love you so much. Have a good day, dear. See you tomorrow. Let's see. The third, this is the Greg. I love Greg. Greg will make us feel better. Yeah, they're all being rewarded. So not only are the planners not even phased, these doofuses get canonized in the fucking New York Times in black and white photos, in editorial photos. What a sick country this is. What a sick fucking country this is. This is the third annual Prevail Villains ranking. It is also, frankly, the scariest. In just 13 days, the villains will have the run of the place, and there's a non-zero chance that the MAGA Gestapo will bar me from compiling such a list for 2026. But egg prices, am I right? But egg prices is the new butter emails. I don't know. I'm already sick of it. In this age of madness and stupidity, figuring out who the worst Americans are and determining which are worse than others is a morbidly fun way of keeping sane. But the list also serves as a time capsule. When I released the first rankings 2 years ago, we were still waiting for Jack Smith to make his move. The special counsel made moves, certainly, but like a running back caught behind the line of scrimmage, ultimately wound up losing yardage. 2024 is going to be a doozy, I wrote last January, as we were, as I noted back then, waiting for 4 different Trump trials to kick off. Only one of them actually did. What were the chances? Alas, I seem to have underestimated the level of dooziness 2024 had in store for us. It was the mother of all doozies, a doozy Mount McKinley. And yet, on the doozification scale, the year we just left behind will be dwarfed by the new, current year, as surely as a tennis ball is dwarfed by the planet Jupiter. But no, that's a bad analogy. In astrology, Jupiter is the great benefic, bringing good fortune to everything it touches. 2025 is more like a cursed monkey's paw. I guess what I'm trying to say is you can look at lists from 23, 24, and 25 as doozy, doozier, and dooziest. Before we begin, a few notes on my methodology. While there are plenty of worthy foreign nationals who are as evil as they come, Vladimir the Puny, for one, and Bibi the Butcher, who has brought more death and destruction than those two serial war criminals. I've confined myself to U.S. citizens. Also, I'd like to apologize for the lack of diversity. Incredibly, the list of horrible Americans is populated in the main by white men. Although, I'm pleased to report there are more women this year, and MAGA will be heartened to know that these are not just DEI inclusions. I know. They shouldn't be written about. I know. What a waste of news space. God, I hate New York Times sometimes. While the order is subjective, I tried to rank these miscreants according to how awful they are. For that, my primary metric is body count. How many people have suffered and or died or will suffer and or die because of their actions? Finally, this is hardly an exhaustive list, nor is it meant to be. There are, alas, scores of wretched Americans I could have included. Please excuse the many other worthy, or rather unworthy candidates I missed, and feel free to suggest omissions in the comments. And now, on to the list. There was a lot of turnover this year, owing to Trump's atrocious cabinet picks, all of whom are well positioned to hurt a shit ton of Americans. Therefore, a number of 2024's villains did not make the cut, including Mike Davis, rank 6, Eileen Cannon, 10, and like Josh Allen, would go number 1 in a redraft. FBI turncoat Charles McGonigal, James Comer, who I just now realized is one letter away from James Comey, the MAGA media suck-ups Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes, and Scott Pressler, congressional pardon seekers MTG and Matt Gaetz, and wash-up rat fucker Roger Stone. In addition, 2 members of the class of 2023 that didn't make the cut last year reappear. I won't spoil the suspense and say who. Steve Bannon. This year he's number 8. He was number 15 last year. For his entry 2 years ago, I composed a short poem. Although convicted of a crime, Sloppy Steve has done no time. Yeah, we can actually literally blame Putin for egg prices because the war in Ukraine disrupted grain prices worldwide. That's a talking point. You're so right, Carrie. You are so right. Happily, that's no longer the case. Bannon did indeed befoul a jail cell with his leprous presence. In 2024, I fleshed it out a bit. In an election year, again, the most pivotal one this country has held since 1860, the failed screenwriter, sinister strategist, proud Leninist, fire hoser of shit podcaster, and would-be dismantler of the administrative state takes on added importance. A good time to lock his leprous ass up to serve the 4-month sentence for the crime he was convicted of last year would be August 15th. He reported to the Hoosgow on the 1st of July, so I was close. But what does it matter? No longer will Steve be a felon when Trump pardons his sloppy ass again. The pipe bomber. Unranked in 24, but 18 in 23. Someone planted pipe bombs at the RNC and DNC the night before the insurrection, and the FBI seems to have no more clue who the perpetrator is now than they did in 2023. I sure hope it isn't the wingless Mike Flynn flying monkey who maintains the deep state target list and who styles himself the Secretary of Retribution and who wears t-shirts saying the same and who lives not far from the scene of the crime and who has explosives training and who has a Russian first name and speaks fluent Russian and who just this week was making threatening statements about Jamie Raskin and his wife. I hope it ain't him because I prefer to believe that potentially dangerous and sure to be pardoned if he does anything violent individual who shall remain nameless, is all what? Layats and no kusats? What the fuck is that? Layats and no kusats? I don't know what that means. Matthew Whitaker. Oh my God. I hate him. Oh, it's your bedtime. Good night, darling GP. I'm so happy to see your name pop up in chat this morning and evening. Good night, darling. Good rest. Sweet dreams. Whitaker was the first of Trump's acting attorneys general, serving after racist Keebler elf Jeff Sessions left, and before Opus Dei weirdo Bill Barr swooped in. He is best known for selling toilets for men with big schlongs. Donald has named him. It's true. It's true. Donald has named him ambassador to NATO, which means that Whitaker's prime objective will be permanently dismantling the alliance system directly responsible for preserving the Pax Americana and mostly preventing war in Europe for 80 full years. In other words, rendering unto Putin what is now apparently Putin's. God, I hate this guy. Russ Vought, unranked. I do like Olga. I do like Olga. In the dying days of the last Trump sweaty witty. Carrie, I hadn't heard that one. He does sweat. He glistens. Oh, all hat and no cattle. I don't know if that's hat. I don't know if that's a. It probably is. He knows his Russian. All right, Russ Vought. Oh boy, we know all about Russ, don't we? We're going to be so great at all the parties this year. We're going to know all the fucking players. In the dying days of the last Trump admin, the West Wing was staffed in the main by three types of people: lunatics, grifters, and folks from Team Opus Dei. This last group tended to hold jobs of less renown with considerable power. Enter Vought, a Leonard Leo weirdo and Project 2025 bigwig, nominated to head the Office of Management and Budget, the same job he had the first go-around. Only this time, there won't be as many guardrails, and he'll enjoy a lot... Oh no, Neil! I think you're right. It'll be a cultural equivalent, but not hat and cattle. Yeah, I have to look it up because I don't know those words. Enter Vought, a Leonard Leo weirdo and Project 2025 bigwig, nominated to head the Office of Management and Budget, the same job he had the first go-around. Only this time, there won't be as many guardrails, and he'll enjoy a lot more leeway to impose his sick, twisted schemes. Stephen Miller, Nosferatu. It's only appropriate that Deputy Chief of Staff Miller make the list right after Nosferatu hits theaters. Oops. Word is they plan to move the coffin he sleeps into a closet down the hall from the Oval Office. Can the Germans please appoint Van Helsing as U.S. ambassador? Pete Hegseth, Fox News yowler and predatory college lobbyist who is an alleged rapist, an alleged drunk, an alleged white Christian nationalist, an alleged fraudster, and a confirmed dummy. Not qualified for a job that the Senate will, by all indications, confirm to him to do. I'm not sure this side of beef can figure out how to split a bill at Hooters, let alone manage an $850 million budget. Seriously, he thinks the Pentagon is the place where UFC bouts are held. Jared Kushner, he's number 1. Oh, shit. All right. As the top overall pick for 2024. Slender Man was, thank God, something of a bust. He seemed more interested in making high-yield investments for his Saudi whore masters than killing off more Americans. Oh, shit. His father is the nominee for ambassador to France, but we don't know yet what role, if any, Jared will have in the new administration. Last time he was in charge of something. It was the shadow pandemic response. He engineered a blue state genocide that greatly exacerbated the spread of COVID and cost hundreds of thousands of American lives. What's next? It's like when Christopher Cross won all those awards for his debut album. It's hard to top. All samovar and no tea. It might be that. Kristi Noem, Tom Homan tied. Ooh. Trump won the election partly because, assuming all the polls are accurate, a majority of Americans wanted mass deportations of quote-unquote illegal immigrants. Donald said he will remove 18 million. At the VP debate, J.D. Vance put the number of 25 million. There are maybe 12 million undocumented immigrants in the country, so either Couchfucker was exaggerating or they plan to forcibly relocate 1 in 13 residents of the United States. It is better than vodka. From what I can gather, this task, if they actually undertake it, would fall to Noem, the dog killer, and Homan, the lunatic border czar. Given that mass deportation is, in practice, a euphemism for genocide, there is, alas, vast potential for these two sadists to cause harm on a Third Reich level scale. Susie Wiles. Trump's new chief of staff is the daughter of the late great NFL broadcasting legend Pat Summerall. And I would rather not believe that the child of a man who brought me and millions of other football fans so much joy could play a starring role in the destruction of the republic. But facts is facts. Wiles has so many ties to Moscow and Beijing that my friend Zarina Zabriskie wrote a whole article for Byline Times laying out all the connections. Where do Wiles' allegiances really lie? With Trump? With Putin? With Xi? With incoming ambassador to the Bahamas and NFL great Herschel Walker? Does John Madden have a daughter? And if so, can she be the chief of staff instead? And Greg is so funny. Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick, and Ken Paxton, the three men of the horpocalypse. I don't know. They're number 6. Last year's entry on these corrupt, evil motherfuckers. The troika that rules the Lone Star State, yes, I'm using troika because it's a Russian word, is the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost of pure evil. There are banana republics less corrupt. What with the voter suppression and gerrymandering, the fascistic anti-abortion laws so draconian, they harken back to the Fugitive Slave Act, the extreme vaccine and mask denial, and the preponderance of guns and the state power grid pooping out every time it gets too hot or too cold. Texas exemplifies the GOP attitude toward the people. Fuck you, die. Nothing has changed except the egregiousness of their corruption and the number of people they've harmed. Paxton, an outright crook, is on the short list for Attorney General in a second Trump term. Paxton is not the nominee for U.S. AG, which is a good thing, but he and his colleagues were the authors of considerable pain, misery, and death in Texas last year. I shudder to think what might happen now that the White House will be cheering them on. Jeff Bezos and Patrick Soon-Shiong, who's the head of the LA Times. The only thing worse than a major legacy newspaper being owned by a loathsome, cheap villain, vain, self-serving, know-it-all billionaire is a major legacy newspaper being owned by a loathsome, cheap, vain, self-serving, know-it-all billionaire who has already kissed the ring on Trump's tiny finger. Eat the rich with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yeah, the second Patrick is the head of the LA Times. Rupert Murdoch. As I wrote last year, this purveyor of disinformation and bilious hate is unequivocally one of the worst human beings to ever draw breath on this planet. But he sold his controlling interest in News Corp, and in March he'll turn 93. I know that evil preserves these malevolent old geezers like severed body parts in formaldehyde, but even Kissinger didn't live forever. All bark and no bite. Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you. In March, he'll turn 94. And Kissinger lived to 100. Maybe Lucifer is busy constructing a whole new ring of hell for this all-time scoundrel. Sam Alito and co. There we go. Every time a pregnant woman suffers or dies because she is denied access to a safe, legal abortion, Alito is responsible, I noted last January. There's blood on his hands, lots of it, and there will only be more in 2024. His pomposity is exceeded only by his delusions of grandeur. In what horrible ways will he fuck us over in 2024? Let us count the ways. He and his corrupt colleagues killed the Trump criminal cases, decided that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment doesn't apply to an egregious insurrectionist, and granted Donald immunity from crimes committed during presidential official acts, which, for all we know, could extend to sexual assault in the Oval Office. Those 3 SCOTUS decisions may well end the American experiment. In what horrible ways will he fuck us over in 2025? Oh, they'll come up with something. Thought leaders of the NRX. I don't know what that means. Oh, New Reformation? Is that what it is? I don't know what that means. It would have been nice to have lived my whole life without dark matter. I don't know. It would have been nice to have lived my whole life without hearing the name Curtis Yarvin or thinking about the theory of the cathedral or knowing what rage stands for. We read that. Leonard Leo. I like your Sam of RT thing better. I think that's good. I'm gonna go with that. Knight of Malta and loser from Central Jersey, who was the prime mover behind the Jobs decision, now has his pockets so deep he may never run out of cash. But like his old chum Ginny, Leo operates the best in the shadows. Diligent reporters like Heidi Prisbilla, Nina Burley, and the team at ProPublica have put him under the microscope where, yes, he does bear a striking resemblance to Yersinia pestis and will continue to make him famous in 2024. Payoff. Lenny is more famous now thanks to tireless efforts by my friend Tom Carter and the great book by Gareth Gore, and more stories being written about him in the press. But as Tom will be the first to tell you, too many Beltway denizens have never even heard the name Leonard Leo. Given that Project 2025 has his pudgy fingerprints all over it, maybe that will change this year. Mike Flynn. Arrest Mike Flynn. The term ugly American refers to Americans in foreign countries acting like assholes, but when I hear him ugly American, I just picture Mike Flynn's face. All joking aside, he is a scary, vindictive guy who knows how to use psyops to wreak havoc. And now he's once again in a position of power. There he was in Mar-a-Lago with Trump and the other crazies the night of January 5th. 2 days ago, I mean. Celebrating. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Marco Rubio. Last time he graced this list, I had this to say about him, which is all still accurate. Don't let his earnest countenance and yen for tweeting Bible passages fool you. This schmuck is full-on traitor, and he doesn't get nearly enough attention for it. He's the ranking member on the Senate Intelligence Committee. He knows more than almost anyone alive about what's really going on, yet he continues to spew Kremlin talking points, poisoning the discourse with bullshit. His enduring popularity with the Cuban-American population in Florida is both ironic and disappointing. They, of all people, should know how to spot a serial liar propped up by Moscow. Why put this spineless worm at state? Easy. Little Marco knows how to publicly humiliate himself, and he knows how to performatively capitulate. 2 things he will be doing a lot of in this position in the next 4 years, or however long he lasts. Plus, he's short and will make Putin look taller. Mike's Little Johnson. NRX Dark Enlightenment, which is also called the Neo-Reactionary. Okay. Anti-democratic, anti-egalitarian. It's so weird. I didn't actually have that one on my bingo card, so this is a problem. Okay. I threw out a bunch of questions 12 months ago about Mike's Little Johnson. 2 heartbeats from the presidency is a Christian nationalist zealot with a backstory that may as well be the redacted pages of the Mueller report. Who is this guy? What's up with his adopted black son? Why does his wife think being gay is akin to bestiality? What techniques does Kelly Johnson use to, quote, help gay kids who use her counseling services? Does she use those techniques on her hubs? Why does he not have a bank account? When does he believe the rapture will happen? How does that belief affect his style of governance? We've got a full year of Speaker Johnson to find out. Hallelujah. Update. A year later, we still don't know the answer to any of those questions about the Speaker of the fucking House. Don't worry, I'm sure the crack legacy media journalists will get on in as soon as they finish normalizing Trump's quixotic plans to invade, insert sovereign nation here. Pam Bondi. When this airhead was the Florida State Attorney General, she accepted a $25,000 campaign donation from Donald Trump and almost immediately kiboshed a case against Trump University. Quid pro quo? So not only is she bought and sold, she came cheap. What does Rick say in Casablanca? I don't mind a parasite. I object to a cut rate one. Ooh, ouch. That hurts. Don Jr. and Creepy Charlie are in Greenland? Oh, yeah. As a shiny joke. Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, is a relatively new position. This is who the heads of all the agencies in the intelligence community report to, at least on paper. I'd like to think that the powers that be in the CIA and the NSA and DIA and so forth know how to obfuscate and won't give this cultist, homophobic Putin fluffer any actual intelligence, knowing it will wind up at the Kremlin almost immediately. Rick Grenell held this job once upon a time, and remember, the Republic stood. But then I would also have liked to think, and indeed did think, that by now the powers that be in the CIA and NSA and DIA and so forth would have exposed Trump as an asset of Moscow, or done something concrete to, thwart what the Russian intelligence services have been doing to us since, forever. Seriously, what's going on at Langley? Is anyone home? Bueller? Kash Patel. Sorry, but I'm out of jokes. This dude is a vengeful, insane, and extremely dangerous. And now he's armed. Last year, I wrote, on Steve Bannon's podcast, Patel, who Trump would likely install at CIA, DOD, or a similar institution with a lot of power, a huge budget, and beaucoup weapons, promised that the incoming MAGA team would make vengeance a priority. We will go and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media. Yes, we're going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens, who helped Joe Biden rig presidential elections. We're going to come after you, whether it's criminally or civilly. We'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice. And Steve, this is why they hate us. This is why we're tyrannical. Weaponizing the DOJ and the civil courts would supercharge the demise of our democracy. Political rivals would be rounded up and jailed pending trial. Media companies would be sued into paralysis. Like if the Trumpers start doing this on January 20th, 2025, the United States as we know it would be toast by next Thanksgiving. Well, the Trumpers have already begun suing media companies into paralysis or worse, capitulation. The likes of Jeff Bezos at the Washington Post and Patrick Soon-Shiong at the LA Times have already bowed down and licked the fascist boot. Donald may have to wait until Patel and Bondi are confirmed before he can weaponize the FBI and DOJ and start rounding up political rivals. But that won't take long. I hope Liz Cheney has her go bag packed. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., this gross, handsy, whale beheading vaccine denier, is the most likely among Trump's hideous cabinet appointees to not get confirmed. That would be good because the last thing we need in this country is more diphtheria outbreaks. Let's maybe not make polio great again. Whoever Trump picks as VP, Peter Thiel crossed out JD Vance. I love you, Greg. I nailed this one last year, and the ranking remains the same. JD Vance occupies the spot in the Venn diagram where the radical Catholic, here we go, the Catholic Leonard Leo weirdos, the libertarian eugenics-loving tech bros, and the NRX Dark Enlightenment crew, and the world of finance crypto bros converge. He has already proved willing to say literally anything at all to please his whoremasters, but at heart he is a fascist. Potentially Putin to Trump's Yeltsin. Okay, so that's a very important point. How are you doing? Oh, you're good, too. Okay, that's fine. You're getting ready. Okay. No problem. He has already, this is very important. Potentially Putin to Trump's Yeltsin. Don't forget how Putin and Yeltsin, like what purpose Yeltsin served in order to push Putin into power. Okay? Can we please not repeat history? Is there anyone on this planet who can help us not repeat history over and over and over and over and over again? Anyone? God damn. Facts. Donald is almost 80 years old and pounds overweight, is under enormous stress, looks like complete shit, eats garbage, does drugs, can't control his bodily functions, and is believed to have been suffering from dementia. Oh my God, my nose. Yes. That's right. Donald's he has already survived one assassination attempt, and he is about to take a job where 1 in 11 of his predecessors were murdered on the job, and where, if we count Wilson, exactly 1 in 5 have died in office. Ask an actuary what the chances are that Trump's still kicking 4 years from now. And whoops, where is he? Then reverse that number. And that's the probability JD Couchfucker will be our 48th president. Not being a lifelong criminal and asset of the Kremlin, Vance may well be an improvement over Trump. And yet, as Hamlet so eloquently and soliloquially put it, fear of the unknown, quote, makes us rather bear those ills we have than to fly to others that we know not of. Yeah. Donald Trump. Donald Blump. Let's check last year's. What's the worst thing a former president of the United States could do? I don't know, but selling stolen nuclear secrets to the people who did 9/11 has to be up there. If Jack Smith alleges and then shows beyond reasonable doubt that Trump peddled hot intel to the Saudis, how many of his supporters would be persuaded not to vote for him? They've stuck with him through the serial rape, racism, the embrace of white nationalism, the Hitler comps, and insurrection. Would that be enough to puncture the Fox News bubble and move the needle? And if it wasn't, how would our country survive? Oh, you're going to go?
Yeah, I'm just...
Okay. Okay. I love you.
Thursday.
I love you so much. Good. Then we'll do Thursday.
I love you.
Have a great day. So everyone say goodbye. Bye, Bobo. Have a good day at work. Okay. Merrick Garland cooled his jets for a full year before appointing Smith. Aileen Cannon and SCOTUS torpedoed the criminal cases. The legacy media memory hold the objective fact that his presidential failures cost hundreds of thousands of lives, normalized the insurrection, and sane-washed him at every turn. Yeah, don't work hard. That's what... okay, she won't. She promises. And sane-washed him at every turn. The Dem establishment shivved Joe Biden and now apparently completely collapsed. And here we are. That was a really good paragraph. Let me read that. Legacy media memory hold the objective fact that his presidential failures cost hundreds of thousands of lives, normalized the insurrection, and sane-washed him at every turn. The Dem establishment shivved Joe Biden and now apparently completely collapsed. And here we are. And to answer my own question, the worst thing a former president can do is return to the White House without having to worry about re-election, sell off our state secrets, dismantle our institutions, plunder federal resources on a Mogilevichian scale, lock up his political rivals, crash the global economy, invade Greenland, start a nuclear war, and end American democracy. How will our country survive? We're about to find out. And here we go. Elon Blum. In 2023, I wrote, once the world's richest person, still the world's boringest. Epic Thread lost $200 billion last year. That's a fuck ton of apartheid emeralds. I've written extensively about this Praetorian fraud and made many jokes at his expense. But let me be clear. His ownership of Twitter and his failed ownership of the libs will result in countless innocent people dying in the U.S. and around the world. That holds up. And last year this. Musk has successfully dismantled the most important communication network we had, dispersed the forces working against Trump, shadow banned his enemies, and promoted his Nazi pals. Already bad, in an election year, X will only serve to spread disinformation, much of it of the Kremlin variety. He's so good. He is so good. Also spot on. Now, he's the richest man on earth. He's an enthusiastic booster of technologies that accelerate climate change. He's besties with Putin, Xi, and MBS. He ardently promotes authoritarian regimes in Germany, France, Great Britain, and the U.S., and he is a soulless husk who lacks even a trace of human empathy. He platforms and amplifies Nazis because he ostensibly agrees with them. He allegedly abuses ketamine. He's the de facto president-elect, soon to be at the controls of the greatest military the world has ever seen. Elmo is the most dangerous man in the country, the most dangerous man in the world, and quite possibly the most dangerous man in the history of the world. It's like this. Musk acquired Tesla. The cars explode. He acquired SpaceX. The rockets explode. He acquired Twitter. And the stock price explodes. Now he's acquired the United States. You don't have to be a real genius to spot the pattern and extrapolate what's likely to happen next. Hell, even Elon could do it. Happy New Year, and heaven help us in 2025. Oh my God. I love Greg. I'm so excited for his upcoming interview. I can't spoil it, but the guest is going to be mind-blowing. What? What? I'm excited. So fun. Yeah. Oh, I don't think she's going to spill it. Let's see what else is going on today. Oh boy. What time is it? Oh. There is a Trump press conference. I don't know. I'll keep it up just in case. See, this is the problem. We don't want to pay attention to what he says, but we're gonna have to pay attention to what he says. I don't know. Like Greg and LB have great guests. I'm excited to hear who he has, because that could be anybody. I mean, that could be really anybody. I'm not ready to listen to his voice. Oh, I know I'm not either. Why can't we just have nice things? Why? Why does everything have to be so difficult? I don't really understand it. Yeah. The guest is Gal. Yay! Let me see. Let me see what else is going on over here. I do have a bunch of bookmarks. Hold on. Let me just. I do. I promise. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this. All right. Let's do this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Sorry. I have it pulled up just in case. All right. This is what I wanted to read. We need to start a fashion band. BBs for bitchin' bitches. I feel bad I missed GP. Can someone tell him where to find Jay on Blue Sky? Yes, I will. I will tell him. I will. We need to start a fashion brand of jeans. BBs for bitchin' britches. I heard she never logs in, though. Yeah, I heard she never logs in either. I heard she's a ghost. I'm just saying. All right, let's read this. Judicial body won't refer Clarence Thomas to Justice Department over ethics lapses. This is from a couple days ago. Actually, let me just check one thing because I... Whoa. I just want to check the headlines, make sure we're not missing anything. Ah! 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 Meta to end fact-checking program and shift ahead of Trump term. Dana White, the Ultimate Fighting Championship CEO, joins Meta's board. What is happening right now? What's happening? Oh, Jimmy Carter. Oh, I remember that. Man, that was a happy day. God, those days are all gone. A news conference. I know, we're waiting for it. What if ICE agents show up? Schools prepare teachers and parents. God damn it. I can't believe this. Biden administration moves to ban medical debt from credit reports. Another earthquake. What is the UK grooming gang scandal seized on? Oh, God. Jean-Marie Le Pen, rabble-rousing. Ooh, Jean-Marie Le Pen died? Holy fucker ducks. Holy fucker ducks. Oh, thank you so much, Oomph. That's really kind of you. Thank you for that. It was very kind. I know, but I didn't think he was going to die. I mean, you know, I didn't know he was that old. I didn't know he was 96. Wow. There you go. He was old. Yeah. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He's a horrible person. The Panama Canal's newest voyagers. Fishy intruders. Oh, those fish. 2 bodies found on JetBlue. What? Oh my God. People. Aw. She's a rugby sensation. Her team had to find her a bigger stadium. Oh, that's so cute. That's adorsables. All right. So there's nothing. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and yet there's nothing. There's all kinds of stuff, and yet there's nothing. He used to be a music producer in post-war France before he went political. Really, Neil? Yeah, burn in the ace. Yeah, if they're, you know, for some people, I feel like the earth may just open up and swallow them, and maybe he's one of those people. I don't know. I didn't realize he was that old. Yeah, I just didn't realize. That's amazing. Well, good. One less. I don't know. Who cares? I don't give a shit. I'm sure there's members of his family that are happy too. So there you go. All right. Let's get physical. I wanna get physical. Let me hear your body rock. Wait, what's this? What is this? I don't know what I have. I have all kinds of weird things. The Ukrainian review. No, I don't want to talk about that. I saw this one too. This was from a few days ago. Violent crime in D.C. at 30-year low. So in case anyone's telling you lies about crime in D.C., the crime is actually down. Oh, you know what? Did I read this? I don't think I did. Oh, I want to read this. Okay. This is a Jenny Cohn Blue Sky post from a couple days ago, I think. Hold on. When is it from? Yeah, January 4th. I wanted to read this. I don't really understand this. I haven't read this thread ahead of time, so forgive me if I'm rough on it. But my friend has a vintage vinyl shop and a few old albums from France with Jean-Marie Le Pen in the production credits. Oh, interesting. That's so interesting. I think that's cool. I mean, not cool, but, you know. He was the Jacques Brel. He goes from Jacques Brel to Jacques Hell. No. Okay, here we go. Jenny Cohn. We love Jenny. We love Jenny. Praxis is a teal-backed network state. Remember the network states? Remember how we thought, oh, this is so funny. Why are we reading about this? This is so dumb. Why is Lolo reading about this? Well, guess what, bitches? It's actually an important concept that we should all know about. Yeah, I wish he'd stayed in music. Was the music any good, though, that he did? I mean, that's kind of one of the things. Okay. Okay. I mean, we've read about network states before. Okay. If you recall, we've had some big discussions about network states. Praxis is a teal-backed network state project that aims to build its own country. In November, Praxis founder Dryden Brown wrote about wanting Greenland for Praxis. I love Jacques Brel. I do. In December, Trump named Teal partner Ken Houry as ambassador to Denmark and said the U.S. should buy Greenland. Praxis and Dryden are thrilled. Praxis, according to plan, Ken Houry will be ambassador to Denmark. Trump says U.S. ownership of Greenland is a necessity. For purposes of national security, I can't even believe I'm saying these words, okay? I really can't believe I'm saying these words. For purposes of national security and freedom, the U.S. feels that the ownership of Greenland is a necessity. Oh my God. I'm pleased to announce Ken Houry is my choice for U.S. ambassador to Denmark. Ken's a world-renowned entrepreneur, investor, and public servant who served our nation brilliantly during my first term as U.S. ambassador to Sweden. Where he led efforts to increase defense security and economic cooperation between our countries as a co-founder of PayPal. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course. God damn it. You guys are so fucking dumb. God, you're dumb. It's like you're lining up to be serfs. You're just lining up. And you wanted to push it to the point where people gathered their pitchforks. And that's what your strategy is? Your strategy is push people to the point of grabbing pitchforks? You're hoping somehow that there's some kind of proletariat uprising? So you think this is something that needed to happen so that you could have the proletariat uprising? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You couldn't have a proletariat uprising in a normal fucking situation? My God. Dumb. My God. Good luck, people. Good luck with your revolution. You know, I understand you're busy picking out your North Face jacket for your protest. I'm sorry. I don't get it. What were you gonna fucking, what are you accomplishing? Whatever. Guess we'll all just have to clean up the mess after people create it. Okay, Ken is a world-renowned blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to read about him. This is a reply to Dryden's post. Note Dryden's response. Will this make it easier or more difficult to build a free city in Greenland? Way easier. Peter Thiel backs Praxis through Pronomos Capital. Praxis raises $19 million from FTX, Pronomos Capital Paradigm, and Alameda for futuristic city project. Look at that. What the fuck is that? Backers of Pronomos include Peter Thiel and Balaji Srinivasan. Balaji leads the network state movement. We read about him. We'll go back to that. PayPal Mafia member Ken Howry remains one of 4 general partners at the Founders Fund. The VC firm he launched with Peter Thiel and Luke Nozek following PayPal's acquisition in 2002. I went to Greenland to try and buy it, Praxis founder Dryden Brown wrote in a viral tweet in November. Meet the founder who wants to recreate Mars on Earth. I hate being right. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we did read about this over a couple months ago. So I'm just saying, where are you getting your news? Where are you getting your news? Dryden's tweet was actually a thread. Here's part of it. I went to Greenland to try and buy it. First, some context. I'm building a crypto native country called Praxis Nation with a network of people who founded companies worth more than $400 billion. We are scouting for physical territory to build. From the Praxis Nation website, Praxis is the world's first network state, a global online community with a national consciousness, developing a shared way of life, governing institutions, and crowdfunding a physical city. Praxians live in over 82 countries and have founded companies worth over $400 billion. Balaji Srinivasan leads the network state movement. His book is titled The Network State, How to Build a Country. Here's Mark Andreessen. Yeah, I fucking have been going after Mark for a minute here. Can't stand him. 2 walruses lay eggs. What? What? Tech billionaire Mark Andreessen is reportedly getting involved with Doge. He's also invested in the network state movement led by Balaji Srinivasan, which aims to build crypto-based countries with existing states via the creation of parallel institutions like X.
Concept of the parallel establishment. If you take up all of these new institutional replacements on the right-hand side, together that's a parallel establishment. They exist alongside the legacy in parallel. They're gaining strength. They're pulling away users until they become the new thing. Okay, so this is how we turn that seemingly impossible thing of building a new country, break into a bunch of individual startups, and then aggregate them together. There's 2 parts of the parallel establishment. There's the parallel societies, okay, and these are the physical societies, right? These are the first part of today's conference is about these to show that this is actually physical and real. Okay, you're going to see about a dozen of these physical startup societies. There's Cul-de-sac in Arizona. There's Prospera, as I mentioned, in South America. There's Cabin in Texas. But these are actually decentralized. They plan to do nodes elsewhere. That's just their first nodes. Okay, they're all kind of network cities or network societies that are setting up little nodes around the world. So this concept of the parallel establishment, if you take...
There you go. Can't we just put them all in a biodome and then extract fuel of whatever biodomes are for? You know, there must be a reason people don't want people to talk about these guys, right? There must be a reason. It can't just be fun on the internet. Yeah, don't let your daughter marry a Praxian. None of my best friends are Praxian. Oh, Grant, I love you. Oh, so crashing the dollar fits nicely. Want to know my bag of bros in my family are hiding gold and silver in safes, telling me the US dollar won't be the standard and the IMF will collapse? This really is their plan. Crash the Fed and the banks, and Elon is 100% behind this strategy, repeatedly stating that America is destined for bankruptcy. Let me tell you something about this. Global citizens. I really do want to. I want to read this. Oops. No, I won't accept your cookies. I don't like your cookies. Go away. Okay. Are you seeing the Trump presser? Oh, no. No.
So, Hussein, we're going to work with you and make sure everything goes smoothly. We have powers that haven't really been used in terms of environmental. If you invest over $1 billion in the United States, we're going to give expedited reviews to everybody because everyone's afraid they're going to come in and get caught in the quagmire, which is very
cutting those regulations
in the United States, unfortunately, the quagmire of environmental and various other regulations and rules. And I made it a point of telling people if you invest $1 billion or more, and we'll do this for people with far less too, but we guarantee it. We're going to move them quickly through the environmental process.
You can pay off the government, you guys.
12, 13, 14, 15 years.
You can pay off the government.
I saw it with plants
Isn't that
in
great?
Louisiana where I got it approved in literally a week.
Right.
They were through the review in 1 week.
Yeah, they just did a shitty job of reviewing the environmental impact.
Trying to get it, and they were going nowhere. It was a terrible thing. So.
Yep.
I've been a victim of that
train
myself
derailments,
over the years.
All that kind of stuff.
And I think
yeah,
I know
it's all
the
coming
games
back.
And all the tricks
Make America dead again.
And much of it is just done to
so yeah,
stop
fight me.
progress.
I'm the
we're
enemy.
Be, helping you and everybody
Fuck
else
off.
that comes to the United States and wants to invest their
Be
money.
a helper.
That you don't get tied up for the rest of your life and you can't do anything.
Be a helper. Otherwise, you're fucking on his side.
That
Fuck
many
you.
of the greatest business leaders on earth are seeing a very bright economic future for America.
No, they're not.
Since the election, as you know, a lot of positive things have happened.
No, they haven't.
We are inheriting a difficult situation from the outgoing administration, and they're trying everything they can to make it more difficult.
That's not true.
Inflation is continuing to rage.
No, it isn't. Actually, inflation is down. He's lying.
And I've been
I think his hair has been falling out.
See the Biden
it's really thin.
administration's attempt to block the reforms of the American people and that they voted for. They just made a landslide election.
It wasn't a landslide. 48% is not a landslide.
Millions and millions
Sorry.
of people. Nobody even knows how many people. Millions. And they're still counting in some areas.
Man, his followers are like the dumbest bucks on the planet.
Can you believe this? What a place. What a horrible place. One of the things we're going to do is we've got to fix the election so that we get honest counts and they get done by
what? So we didn't have an honest count?
In the evening or something thereabouts. They have places where they're still counting votes.
What?
President
Bye, Paulina.
Biden's actions
I love
yesterday on offshore drilling, banning offshore drilling, will not stand. I will reverse it immediately. It'll be done immediately. And we will drill, baby, drill. And we're going to be drilling in a lot of other locations.
Aren't we drilling, baby, drill right now?
Energy costs are going to come way down. They'll be brought down to a very low level.
Paulina, he's human. That's my best advice to you is he's human. He's going to die someday. So just think about that.
Scam, all this money, trillions of dollars. It's like throwing it right out the window what they're doing. And they're trying to spend so much now. They're just taking money.
I'd be careful around windows if I were you.
For any project at all, if it's certified under the Green New Scam.
Yeah, first EO, it's going to be big. Multiple pages.
You know, they told me that we're going to do everything possible to make this transition to the new administration very smooth. It's not smooth because they're doing that.
He's
they're
complaining.
playing with the courts, as you know. They've been playing with the courts for 4 years. Probably got me more votes because I got the highest number of votes ever gotten by a Republican, by far, actually, by a lot.
I know. And, I'm sorry.
You know, we had a great election.
Wait,
so
here we go. We'll try and make it better.
Even to this day,
that's
they're
not
playing
it.
with the courts. They're friendly judges that like to try and make everybody happy on the Democrat side.
Can I get $1 billion PPP loan for gift if I split it with you?
Nobody's ever seen before. So many. I defeated deranged Jack Smith. He's a deranged individual. I guess he's on his way back to The Hague. And we won those cases. Those were the biggest ones. And the press made such a big deal out of them, but we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong on anything. And the people saw that. You know, when they vote when a Republican, it's not easy for a Republican. When the Republican wins the popular vote by millions, and wins all 7 of the swing states. People said, well, he could win 4.
I still want to talk about what happened months ago, because I'm not feeling very confident about it.
Watching this injustice.
I'm not sure I'm really
I call it the Injustice Department. What they've done is so bad. The whole world has watched that. And
I don't think I can watch much more of him.
It got me a lot of votes because when explained, I mean, we have a judge in New York who's a very crooked judge.
Oh my God, this is your president, everybody. Good job.
I can't even talk about
he complains about his life.
The most vital aspects. I'm under,
if I wanted someone to complain about my life, I don't have to elect him. I just marry someone.
I'm a former very successful president. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. We had borders that were sealed and beautiful. We had everything was good. We had no wars.
Oh, look at your little hands.
We defeated ISIS.
Why is your palm sweaty?
We had no wars.
Why are your palms so sweaty?
A world that's burning.
I know.
With Russia,
it is nonstop.
Ukraine, with Israel, you took a look at that attack.
Rally. This is not a press conference.
With the horrible.
Yeah, you're horrible. You're horrible. You're horrible. Oh my God. I can't. I mean, he's not saying anything. He's not saying anything. He's saying the same shit he said at his fucking rallies. I mean, that's wow. I mean, I guess if you're stupid and you voted for that, you're stupid. So to him, he might be slightly less stupid than you are. And so you think, oh, this guy's great because he's smarter than me. Although you're so lowly stupid that literally a rock is smarter than you are. Sponsored by BetterHelp.com. I do want to hear the media questions. I'll just keep them on silent until I get to the Q&A because God knows that could take a fucking year and a half. And then we'll try. Having the urges. No, Paul. No, I don't know. Again, I'm not your mother, but yeah, probably not. I don't know. You got any weed? You don't want any weed instead? It's better for your liver. It doesn't make you fat. How about that? Does that matter? I don't know. I'm just trying. He's having a rally on the 19th. Yeah, he's actually having a rally. Here we are again. We're back again in the car. That's what it is. It's like deja vu all over again. I'm not even dressed. Damn it. Well, that's the perfect time to have some weed. Oh my God. Weed is always present. Yeah, well, it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh, I know. He's still reading from something. Oh wait, you know what you can do? You can kind of see him without the I'll let you look at him without the sound. Wait, can he sing a song? Hold on.
Rocking round the lounge, shutting the fascists down. Finding the facts so fast, we make the fun times last. At Lolo's Lounge, Lolo's Lounge. The best damn friends in the whole damn town.
Get fajita tenderizer only at the beer store. Yeah, there you go. There you go, David. Pick up a piece of jerky.
Rocking around the lounge, shutting the fascists down. Finding the facts so fast, we make the fun times last. At Lolo's Lounge, Lolo's Lounge. The best damn friends in the whole damn town.
I think you're right, butterflies. I think you're absolutely right. We just have to remember Psalm 109, sections 8 through 19. For fuck's sake. No, for fuck's sake. Not FFs. That's encouragement. We're trying to be encouraging. Yes, we do. All right, let me just see what he's doing.
That had no idea what they were even talking about. That's a sick group of people. And it was all to influence the election. It was all a fight against a political opponent.
Really?
We've never had that in this country. We have had that in certain countries. We've had
Oops, sorry. Pabotus. Carla, don't do that to me. When I'm in the middle of a yank. Missed it for fuck's sake. He's talking about, I think he is. I think he's talking about Matt Gaetz. Max is very smart. Wait, here we go.
But we won all of those cases with him. And I mean, I don't know the judge in Florida, but we had a brilliant judge.
We don't know. I don't know her.
Right through it.
I don't know Eileen Cannon.
She was a brilliant judge with great courage.
Really?
You know, the left, as we call them, the radical left.
You mean Americans?
They have a way,
the people that you're supposed to be leading?
And they play it very hard. They play the ref. They go and say horrible things about judges.
Oh, sorry. I'm turning him off. I mean, I'm turning him down. Yeah. Okay. You guys literally. He appointed her. Obviously, she's a complete stranger. I don't know. She seems kind of good. I don't know. She dismissed my case. I don't know. The radical left, who are the people he's supposed to be leading, by the way. You know, we are Americans still. Even though we didn't vote for him, we are actually still citizens of this country. At least for now. I don't know Eileen's cousin was in the bomb. Oh, was she? Or he? Oh, that's right. I heard that. No, wait, did I hear that? Isn't her husband someone weird? Or are you just making that up? You could be just making that up and I missed the joke. But yeah, I thought he was someone weird. I don't know about Project 2025 either. My favorite part, Butterflies, was when I was at that stupid event, you know, that right-wing event. And I had that sign that said Agenda 47 is Project 2025. And this woman's like, what's Agenda 47? And I'm like, you're voting. You have his name all over your tits. And you don't know what Agenda 47 is? I said, lady, have you gone to his website? Have you fucking gone to his website? I mean, come on. So they're dumb. I'm sorry, maggots. You're so fucking stupid. It's just incredible.
Value and throwing it right out the window. We can't do that. Nobody can do that. One other thing he did yesterday, which was
who are we talking about?
In many ways worse. It's hard to believe it can be worse. He wants all gas heaters out of your homes and apartments.
No, nobody wants your gas heaters. But they're probably advising you about the dangers of gas heaters. That sounds reasonable, but okay. The problem is he'll never get to the questions. Anyway. He's so low energy. Oh my God, so low energy. And it's just going on about stuff that doesn't matter. What does it matter? It's so unbelievable. I know. They're just so dumb. I mean, that's what's so hard to take seriously. This is why the trolling is just so unserious, right? Trolling chuds is very unserious work. Because they're just so dumb. He's still going to be complaining about what Joe Biden is trying to do 2 years from now. If still among us. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. Make some easy marks. Frankly. Yeah, okay, well, I don't know.
They want to do, no water comes out of the shower.
There you go.
It goes drip, drip, drip. So what happens? You're in the shower 10 times as long, you know.
I gotta clip that drip, drip, drip. What's the timestamp on that? Okay, it's about at the hour mark of this broadcast. I'm fucking gonna go ahead and do that. Drip, drip. Trump reminds me of that joke about two guys chased by a bear. I just have to outrun you, not the bear. Trump is stupid, but he just has to be less stupid than the maggots. It's true. Drip, drip, derp. Shower with water? He needs to watch Frozen. I agree.
20th will turn the economy around very
Oh,
quickly.
he's going to turn the economy around on the afternoon of the 20th.
When I think of our economy,
he's talking about his tiny mushroom.
That's what we have. We have at
what
a
do you
level
have?
that we never had before.
What do we
There's
have?
never been anything like it.
What do we have?
And over the next 4 years, the United States is going to
thank you, Carla.
take off like a rocket ship. But really, it's already doing it. If you take a look, just last month, SoftBank announced the $200 billion.
Yeah, we know about SoftBank, bitch. We read about it.
And I said, how about making it 200? And
is he doing it?
Said yes, but let's say it's 100, but it might be 200, right, Brian? Dollars, United States creating more than 100,000 jobs.
Really?
Hussein just announced a tremendous investment that he's going to make.
Really? SoftBank is
in the bank.
Really?
He's going to come and do it, and he'll do a great job.
I'm still trying to find what happened in the first promise that he made to you, whether any jobs resulted from that, because I can't find any jobs that actually resulted from the first money that you got.
Broken above 6,000 points for the first time ever, never even close. In a single month, small business optimism soared.
Oh my God. Under Joe Biden, you fucking dick. I will never get over that fucking hand jobs, blow jobs, snow jobs, what? What jobs? How many jobs are we creating? What kind of jobs? Oh my fucking God. It's just not, I don't know. Not sure. I guess here we are again. We're going to be doing this a lot. It's going to be silent streams until we get to something where we might get some key information. But other than that, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Stuck in the midst of a coup. We're still stuck in the midst of a coup. That song is still relevant. Black Jobs, Steve Jobs. How many jobs? What jobs? Con job? Blowjob economics. Hi, Oren. Blowjob economics. We need an app that changes his face and voice. Yes, Carla, I was just thinking that. I'm like, do I have a filter for the actual, broadcast? I don't have, a soundboard that filters the actual broadcast, but that would be amazing. Oh, I could speed it up. Wait, let me try that. Let's see what happens when we speed it up. We'll go back a little bit so we get to enjoy.
The Panama Canal is a disgrace what took place at the Panama Canal. Jimmy Carter gave it to them for $1, and they were supposed to treat us well. I thought it was a terrible thing to do. It was the most expensive structure ever built in the history of our country, relatively. It would be the equivalent of substantially over $1 trillion today. We lost 38,000 people. Think of it, 38,000 people, they died from malaria. Mosquitoes. They were unable to stop the mosquitoes. They paid people 5 times more to take the job. Many of those people died. We gave it away for $1. But the deal was that, they have to treat us fairly. They don't treat us fairly. They charge more for our ships than they charge for ships of other countries. They charge more for our Navy than they charge for navies of other countries. They laugh at us because they think we're stupid, but we're not stupid anymore. So the Panama Canal is under discussion with them right now. They violated every aspect of the agreement, and they morally violated it also.
What?
And they want
morally? Oh, baby, you don't have any position to talk about morals.
$3 billion to help fix it. I said, well, why don't you get the money from China? Because China's basically taking it over. China's at both ends of the Panama Canal. China's running the Panama Canal. And they come to see this Biden, this guy who should never have been allowed even to run for president. Of course, he shouldn't have either, because that never happened. It had to be 2 people, not 1. But they want $3 billion to fix the Panama Canal that's run by China and makes a lot of money, China. One of the most profitable structures ever built, because you have ships lined up back to Florida, frankly.
Oh, damn it.
Just keep going through.
Now we caught up.
The numbers are set.
All right, shut up. Shut up again until we catch up with your voice. I know. I don't have a filter for the actual broadcast. I should do that. I'll try and figure that tech out. That's worth it. Because then we're going to have to listen to a lot of this. So we might as well find ways to enjoy it and make it a little more palatable, I suppose. Oh, my God. I'm just not. I don't think we're going to stay for this. He just keeps going on.
Incomes at a pace the world has not seen before, and certainly not from our country. We had a big chunk of it for the first 3 years prior to COVID coming in my administration. We had the greatest economy in history.
No, you didn't.
We cut the most regulations in the history of our country.
That's bad, and the most trains derailed too as a result of it. You stupid fuck.
More than any other president cut.
I don't even know how many PayPal mafia guys are there.
We were just getting started.
I'm learning about new ones every day. Ken Howery is a fucking PayPal mafia
will
bitch.
Once again be stamped with those beautiful words, made
Nothing's going to happen like that, you guys. This is a flim-flam, and you've been flimmed and flammed, and you've been flimmed, and now we're all going to be flammed. Just because you're going to be flimmed. Yeah, that's wild. Crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so this is another reason. The way I topped the show was talking about my trolling of chuds this weekend. And I'll end it in the same way. You know, there were choices to be made in this country. And there are definitely things wrong with the way this country has evolved. Systemic racism, inequity, poverty, waste, Christo-fascism, white nationalism. There are a lot of things about this country that are wrong and that keep people down and keep people from pursuing happiness. And I really think that, this isn't, no one got one over on the libs, okay? Because we all have to live in this society together. And that's why I'll say, know who your enemy actually is. Know who your enemy is. People, if you are fighting against people who have the same ideological or similar ideological outcomes, then if you're fighting each other, you are fighting the wrong people. So know who the enemy actually is and work so that everyone and their lives are made better by what you've done versus trying to tear people down because of whatever motivation you might have. Focus on the real enemy. We don't have any time, and people's lives are in the balance. And for that reason alone, it doesn't make sense to me to fight against each other. Because we're all going to be impacted by this. Some of us not as much as others. And the others, the people who are going to be strongly impacted or already are being impacted by this, are the people I really worry about. So get your fucking priorities straight. Stop focusing on small world problems that aren't actually really problems. And fucking get about the business of using your platforms for good. So that's my ending speech. I'm here because that guy and his ilk. That's why I'm here. I'm here to speak against this. What are you here for? Think about it. Because I can sleep at night. And I can stand in front of a 6 o'clock news story and stand up for everything that I've said and believe in. How are you doing with that? Yeah. Makes you think about priorities, I think. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to end it. I'm not going to wait for this dick face to get questions. It's going to be dumb. And the farmers and landowners here will be fine. Yes. Yeah, others are struggling. Dreamers are scared, right? People who are not here with all of their citizenship paperwork, they're frightened because of the specter of what's coming. And that's no way to live. That's not fair. So I want to be in service to my neighbors. And that's what I do. And you know what? I do have a moral high ground. I take the moral high ground because I have the moral high ground. And I know that, and I'm confident in it. Sorry, I know myself. I'm sorry you don't. All right. Peace out. I will see you tomorrow night. Okay, so tomorrow morning, we're going to have another Wake and Bake. Yeah, thank you all for being here. And then tomorrow night, we have a Discord movie at the Discord. Movies at the Discord. And the movies at the Discord tomorrow night it's going to be Will and Harper, which is about Will Ferrell's travels with his friend who transitioned and is a trans woman. And so he travels with her as she makes journeys and of course, encounters transphobia and encounters and all of these things. And sometimes the movie I've heard is uncomfortable or, whatever. So I feel like this is a great documentary for us to watch. Bobo watched it. She really liked it. And she's usually a pretty good indicator for me of movies. And so tomorrow night, 6:00 Pacific PM, we'll be showing Will and Harper on the Discord channel as our documentary Wednesday. And then we still have to pick a movie for Friday, but we'll find some fun movie for Friday. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Chin up and just be kind. Be kind. It's going to be okay. And whatever. It doesn't really matter. All right. I love you guys. Yeah, no problem. Oh, Neil, you know what, Neil? I'm going to absolutely be pinging you, my darling, before the fucking movie starts so that you get there. I know. I want to see it too. Yes, absolutely. Bye. Bye, Gracie. Bye, David. It's so good to see you. Happy New Year, David. It's nice to see you back in the lounge in the chat. So thanks so much.